We have heard for a long time from the United States women's national team, the female soccer players that represent this country, that they're not respected enough. They deserve to get paid just as much as the men. We saw this whole thing go on in court. It was absolute insanity. Well, ironically, some members of that same women's national team that were bitching and moaning and complaining forever about equal treatment, we deserve the same, they got a chance to go up against some guys on the pitch, and it didn't go well. Now, it's not like the actual current day U.S. women's national team getting beat by, I don't know, an under 15 boys team, but this still nonetheless is pretty embarrassing for them. U.S. women's soccer team destroyed 12-0 by a team of older male Wrexham players. Now, these are guys, many of them like in their 40s, who used to play for Wrexham, don't play anymore, in a little kind of fun tournament, a 7-on-7 soccer tournament. And some of the former U.S. women's national team members thought it'd be fun to go and play against them. It didn't go very well. A group of older men, some retired from the UK, totally destroyed a team of former U.S. women's soccer players 12-0 at an independent soccer tournament in North Carolina. The Wrexham men's team, made up of former and current players, some in their 40s, took a team of U.S. women being coached by Mia Hamm. The U.S. team was made up of mostly former U.S. national women's team players, including Heather O'Reilly and Lori Lindsay, according to Give Me Sport. The U.S. women's team came on strong ahead of the game, with Heather O'Reilly boasting the older men's team was about to go down. Well, that didn't last very long. By halftime, the men were up 7. They scored 4 goals in the first 14 minutes. And before the 40-minute game was done, the men had scored 12 goals. The women, not one. After the game, O'Reilly changed her tune from bragging to, "We don't care. It's just all about living. We don't care because we're living. We're being bold and we're being brave." It's almost like this is one of those arguments for why transgender athletes shouldn't compete in female sports.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, maybe just throw that out there. Maybe this is pretty good evidence of that. But how funny is this, Beardo?
I heard this also before Beardo goes, that this thing it could have been way worse because the men came out and absolutely massacred them. I heard they pulled back.
Oh, 100%. There was like no effort in some of the things I was watching.
Yeah, you got to think this has got to be one of the last times this happens. Like, these women, you would think that they'd have to learn from their mistakes. If they're going to keep preaching what, their beliefs about, equal pay and everything in soccer and in the WNBA. But since this is soccer, they can't do this again. They really can't do this again because their entire argument is being destroyed by this.
I think we have some clips right here that we can show of just how really one-sided it was. Sharing my audio. I guess this is the first goal, just a couple minutes in.
Again, you got to be careful. There's a shot, and there's a goal. Wrexham. Nice spin move here by Lloyd. Lloyd fires and scores. Another shot and another goal.
It just goes like 3-on-1, no problem.
Man, men are just bigger, stronger, faster. Biological fact. Men are just bigger, stronger, faster. It's just a biological fact.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter that these women are younger than they are. They're older.
These are old men.
They're in their 40s, and look at this guy. It's fucking gray hair and everything.
Yeah, gray hair everywhere.
Look at there. She's just holding them. Here, look at this.
Trundle able to keep it with the left.
Not even phased. Not even.
He's like 3 times bigger than her.
Trundle.
It's a fucking joke. Let's see if we can find the last one. This just looked like they were over it at this point.
Just experience wide over. Jarvis, there it is.
And that's 12. Like, it's just sad. Stop this shit. Stop pretending like they belong on the same stage. Stop pretending like the women's national team, we deserve just as much credit as the men, even though they don't pull in the same amount of attention or the same amount of revenue. They got exactly what they wanted. They got to pretend like they were victims and not getting paid enough. It was all a complete joke. And now for so many of these women who are involved in that, to go out and play in front of these old dudes and get the floor wiped, didn't even score a single goal. You can't make this up. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Perfect example why communism doesn't work. So now the men who actually get the ratings, they got to give half of their money to the women. I mean, that's ridiculous. But that's what Megan Rapinoe and them wanted. That's what they got it. That's what they got right there.